Okay, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about how I think about investment uh, in general for a business as the person running the business. And the way I do that is by thinking about the business in a formula, and then I'll do a specific application because we actually had an example of this happen on the product management team very recently. So the way to think about a business formula is to be as simple about it as possible and to not overcomplicate your life. And so basically, the business formula for almost any business is leads, which is your marketing department, times your close rate, which is sales. If you're a D2C business, this continues to be marketing usually. But in the case of doing retail, this is actually your sales team. Customer satisfaction, which is account management or support or whatever it may be, and then the outcome that you deliver for the person buying your product, which is the responsibility of your product and engineering team. And basically, it is literally a multiplication. So you can increase this and it'll increase the overall value or volume of your business, increase this, increase this. They all feed off of each other, obviously, too. So how do I use this for investments? Okay, so 2 days ago, our lead PM, his name is Ozzy, excellent. And by the way, he's hiring, and you should absolutely work for him. He actually presented a framing of all of the different product initiatives that we have here at Firma. And the way he did it was he actually used this type of business equation, and then next to each of them, he laid out the initiatives. And and it turned out that basically in these two buckets, there were no active initiatives. Okay. And then all of the active initiatives were over here. And so there was a set of product projects that were over here. And so I can look at this and immediately say, okay, is it reasonable that we have no product investment in marketing and sales at this time? Right? Because the way the projects are laid out is basically in context of the business formula. And at this particular moment, we're very fortunate where our marketing team and our sales team are over attaining on every possible metric. And so, yeah, it turns out that it's fine to not invest product resources into these two buckets and instead to invest all of our product resources into these two buckets. And of course, these things are a virtuous cycle, right? The better outcomes that you can drive and the better customer satisfaction that you can drive, it will, of course, feed more ammo to your marketing team and to your sales team because you have more stories and you have more love. And so that is actually, a second degree benefit, but there is no direct investment in these two, right? And so you can continuously look at your business and ask yourself, now for me as the person running the business, I look at this formula and I ask myself, okay, where are the breakpoints in the business? And or where are the points of extreme leverage in the business? So as many of you listening to this may know, our marketing team is really strong right now. And so what that means is that this number is very, very large, right? And so we have a massive amount of inbound coming into the business, which we're very grateful for, and we're very excited to be able to work with the businesses who are coming to seek our help. And so what that means is then now, like the next part of the chain gets to benefit from that and accelerate what they are doing, right? And so again, you can just be like, hey, okay, if I can increase this a lot, then that gives me the opportunity to increase this, it gives me the opportunity to increase this, it gives me the opportunity to increase this. And so, but the other thing it helps me do is it helps me realize like, okay, this number is already very high. I don't need to invest here anymore because the amount of leverage that I would get from increasing this just a little bit more is just not as large as increasing investment here and here. So again, when I look at the product investment, so that's on the overall business. When I look at the product investments, like, yeah, that's part of how we invest. And so we should not have any product investment happening over here right now because it is not the point of leverage in the business right now, right? Now, that doesn't mean we'll not continue to do amazing things in marketing. It's just that there are other parts of the business out of which we would get more leverage for every piece of incremental improvement. All right. I hope that was helpful. I'll see you in the next one.